everyone, we're here to continue Nekopara Vol 1. Last time... No! I didn't mean to do that. Ah! Yes. Last time we were in the shower. Oh god, yes. That's why I told you not to open your eyes. I'm going to wash you off again. Aww. You reap what you sow, right? Come on, close your eyes. I washed all the milk and fresh cream off chocolate and vanilla in the shower. It's a small blessing that the damage was just limited to you two, huh? Although cleaning the bakery up did take a lot of effort. Now that you mention it, that's true. Come on, you get that for opening your mouth. Just keep quiet for a bit. When they were young cat girls, I did occasionally bathe with them. But once they started to mature, I refrained from getting in the bath with them. It wasn't because I felt guilty or anything though. Ever since they were small, I've thought of them like little sisters, maybe even daughters, in a way. Besides, they've become more feminine to some degree too. Wait a minute! They're cat girls! What am I doing thinking stuff like that? But I have an awesome penguin shirt! Can you see it? It's awesome! Huh? It's nothing at all. Oh, right. I was thinking that your hair has gotten longer. That is some smug face you have on, Vanille. Though you two are cat girls, you're also maturing girls as well. Have some shame, at least a bit. Jeez, you two act like cats only when it's convenient, huh? Come on, I'll wash your heads now. With shampoo in my hands, I went to work into a lather in their hair. Their hair was beautiful and free of split ends thanks to Shigeru's constant care. Even to the untrained eye, I could see the merit in having them grow out their hair. Your eyes have been closed the whole time though, Vanilla. Besides, to think I'd lust for cat girls like you two, when you're just like troublesome daughters to me. Yes, it's my honor. Pleasant thoughts floated through my head as I stroked their hair. The idea of taking care of cute daughters didn't sound so bad to me. After all, even Shigeru used to constantly follow me around long ago. I suppose it's okay for me to say I'm rather good at taking care of others. Come on, while I'm washing your hair, you better make sure to wash the rest of you too. Don't forget your tails either. I already have my hands full with washing your hair. Yeah, why don't you do that? I'm gonna pour water over you again. Close your eyes and mouth and hold your breath. Okay, you're up next. It was a lot of effort, but this kind of change of pace might have been good. As I carefully washed their hair, that thought crossed my mind. Baths are the best. I can't get used to baths.
NEKOPARA.
Okay, looks like the sponge cake though has a good consistency. I covered the bowl of dough with plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator. It's not like we'll have a packed house on opening day, so this much dough should be enough. All that was left to be prepared for when the bakery actually opens. Okay, the only thing that still needs to be done is to cut up the fruit for the toppings and then I'm done. I stretched and then looked at the clock. The hour hand has already moved from 11 to midnight. Chocolate, vanilla, I'm almost done, so you two can go and sleep first. Hmm? I looked over my shoulder to see the two of them sleeping fitfully on the sofa. They leaned against each other cozily, smiling as if in the middle of a wonderful deep dream. And they said they'd be awake until I finished. They'd been full of activity since the morning, so they were probably exhausted. I crouched down and poked both of them on their cheeks. Chocolate and Vanilla were one step ahead, acting as waitresses in their dreams. It sounded like they were in a rush, as if La Soleil was packed. They really are still children, aren't they? They were cute, like children excited before the start of a trip. I gently rubbed them both on the head, and the sweet smell of their leave-in hair treatment tickled my nose. Come on, you two, you can't sleep here, okay? You're going to bed.
仕事中にお触りはダメですよ、ご主人様。セクハラ。ご主人、そういうのはお客にしちゃダメ。私ならそこそこ我慢してあげるから。
What are you two talking about? It didn't look like they had any intention of waking up. Without any other choice, I picked them up one at a time and carried them to the bedroom. You two really are a handful. I covered two closely curled up cat girls with a blanket. Once more, I gently rubbed their heads before I quietly closed the bedroom door. Okay, just one last bit. Alone in the living room, I stretched and took a deep breath. I need to work even harder tomorrow, for Chocolate and Vanilla's sake too. As I murmured the names of my precious family members, I stretched my hands out and continued my preparations.
I can't do autograph and stuff while I'm working, meow.
Achievement unlocked, preparing to open.
ご主人様、お 店に近づく人影ありです。戦闘態勢はいいですか？Are you ready？ 先にこっちから捕まえに行った方が早い。うまくやるから私に任せて。
Wait, wait, wait! It's only been 5 minutes since we opened. The two of them hid by the window as if stalking prey. Even though we're finally open, there were unsurprisingly no customers waiting to come in. I placed my elbow on the counter while I gazed at the black backs of the two cat girls. It's fine if you wait for the customers to come in before interacting with them. If you brace yourself like that from the start, then you'll get tired quickly.
バニラ見て、あそこ歩いてる女の人。すごく甘いもの好きそうなスイーツ顔してるよ。おー、スイーツ。でもショコラ、それあんまり褒め言葉じゃないから。
Oh God!
お客さんの前では気をつけるがよろしい。
Not that she can hear you. The two cat girls didn't so much as turn an ear in my direction. Well, to see them that hopeful for customers did pain me a bit as their owner. Well, since we just started, we should be patient. First customer!
失礼するぞ。いらっしゃいませ。いらっしゃいませ。
Oh God!
なんですか？ご注文はにゃんでしょうか？おすすめはあれです。あれです。ケーキ。紅茶もあるの。その温かいのと冷たいのと。
You two are way too nervous!
熱いのと冷たいのと。
Will you two calm down? I pulled them back after they quickly set themselves upon the customer who just walked in. I'm terribly sorry for that. I'm the owner of this bakery, Minadoki. Our menu is over there. Please pursue it as your leisure. Miss?
ふむふむ。立地といい色使いといい、なかなか素晴らしい店構えじゃのう。内観のセンスもシンプルを基調に、小物なども落ち着く空間づくりで素晴らしい。
I sense a new character. There was an uncharacteristically large pair of glasses that didn't suit her face or build. Then there was her anachronistic Taisho-era mantle and military cap. Finally, there was her grandiose way of speaking, which didn't match the familiar voice.
気に入った。ここにあるケーキは全部わしが買おうではないか。
Is that our little sister?
店主、ありったけケーキを詰めるがいい。あ、カードって使えますよね。
Shigure, what are you doing? I knew it, it's our little sister.
はっはっは、しぐれとはなんぞ。お主、誰かと勘違いしてるようじゃの。
Say what you like, but that's your name.
プリチーで一途な兄様の妹のような娘っ子がこんなところにおるはずないではないか。よいよい、無礼は気にするでないぞ。せっかくの開店日に水を差すような真似はしたくないからの。
In that case, could you cut the crazy routine? Besides, how did you even know where my bakery is? I didn't tell anyone.
とりあえず黙ってありったけのケーキをよこすがよい。いいねで買おう。早くせい。
What now? You're a robber?
客をより好みするとは何たることじゃ。そんな態度では毎日通って開店と同時に買い占めてくれる乗客を逃してしまいますぞ。商売とは稼げる時には非常にでも稼がねば成り立たぬのです。それに兄様にそんな冷たい目で見られたら悲しいのです。これでも何か力になれればと思って今日まで我慢をしましたのに。
You're adorable. Look, I'm not being picky here. Not only had she now burst into tears, but her facade was in shambles. I had no clue what to say.
あ、しぐれちゃんだ。 何その格好、流行ってるの？こら、わしはしぐれちゃんではな。もっと引っ張るでな。
The attack of the cat girls.
よー、数日ぶりだな、ショコラ。何が？
Eldest cat girl of the Minadoki family, cat breed Munchkin. Oh my god! Oh yeah, we had a lot of cat girls in our family, didn't we?
あら、それが制服？かわいいじゃない。孫にもいそうって感じで。
Maple, second eldest cat girl of the Minadoki family, cat breed American Curl. By the way, guys, we have one button in here. It is this. In this game, there is only one button called P, and it makes the boobs jiggle. Because why not? And you even get an achievement when you do that on the first time. That wasn't my first time.
ショコラちゃんもバニラちゃんも元気そうでよかった。
Cinnamon, middle cat girl of the Minadoki family, cat breed Scottish Fold. And then the two big-ass boobylicious girls came in. Holy crap!
急にいなくなっちゃうから心配したんだよ。そうだよ。すごく心配したんだよ。
Coconut, second youngest cat girl of the Minadoki family, cat breed Maine Coon. How the hell are you the second youngest? You look absolutely hot!
大将様についてくなら一言言ってくれればよかったのに。
And I love the different eye colors.
ごめんね。つい勢いでのことだったから。また会えたから問題ない。みんな元気そうで何より。
There she is.
猫たちも感動の再会を喜んでいるようで何よりですね。
The best, you say? Suddenly, the bakery was at max capacity. Not to mention, they were all family, uninvited family at that.
お久しぶりです、兄様。元気そうで安心いたしました。
As usual, Shigure smiled and greeted me with polite words. By the way, this is the first human we see like this. We haven't seen any other humans before. We have seen only the cat girls. So this is a special occasion on this game. My little sister, as a rule, calm and courteous. There are times when she acts strange though. It's only been a few days. How did you even find this place? I didn't tell you.
実の妹に愚問です、兄様。一言で言えば、妹の愛にございます。
Aww, I only had a big sister, so I'm sad. Look, I don't have time for that stuff right now.
まるで芸風のように言うのはやめてください。しぐれは本気ですのに。よ。
Shigure placed her hand over her mouth. A piece of paper fell from her kimono to the ground. What is that? パティセリーラソリー。
ショップカードにございますね。さすがは兄様です。
Wait, I haven't distributed these yet. As I said that, I suddenly realized something. This is your doing, isn't it, Vanilla?
引っ越しの時に送り出してくれた取引。だから仕方ない。
So when she disappeared at a drugstore the other day, she had slipped out to send the card to Shigure, huh? That's why she had said, objective achieved, and evaded my question. So earlier, when I couldn't get a hold of you, and chocolate and vanilla stowing away in the boxes, this is all part of your plan.
はい、その通りにございます。決してショコラやバニラが悪いわけではないのです。ですから、責めるなら、この妹めをソフトめな言葉攻めにてお願いします。
Aww, what do you mean firm yet kind? Sometimes I have no idea what my little sister is talking about. Well, she's always been like this, so I let it slide. Still. Well, it was also wrong of me to move out without saying anything to you. I awkwardly scratched my cheek while looking away. She's been such a clingy, adoring little sister in the past that people even made fun of her for it. That is why I had to use such roundabout, high-handed tactics. In a sense, she worried about me more than even chocolate and vanilla. That's why I didn't really feel like complaining.
兄様、はい。しぐれは兄様のことをとても心配しておりました。ご健勝で何よりです。
It's only been a few days, so nothing's really happened. Shigure had a gallant smile on her face as I rubbed her head. She let out a small laugh and smiled. It must have felt as good as for her as if it does for the cat girls.
ああ、カション、水くせえだろ。しぐれも他人じゃねえんだからさ。しぐれはここ数日、本当に気が気じゃなかったんだぞ。私たちの飯を忘れるくらい。ねえ、ほんと困っちゃったわよ。檻に入れられた動物みたいに部屋の中をぐるぐるぐるぐる回ってはため息。ため息でさ、連絡先を教えるくらいすればいいのに。そんなに私たちと縁を切りたかったなら別だけど。どうせあれだろ、一人で何も言わず去ってこれかっこいい。ああ、ありそうありそう。人の男って本当にめんどくさいわよね。
The two of them deliberately raised their hands and grinned at me bitterly. Azuki and Maple were being a little too harsh, but even so, I didn't try to argue it. Sorry about that, Azuki, Maple. I already feel guilty enough as it is, so lay off, okay?
でも、あずちゃんも姉ちゃんもとっても心配してたんですよ。
2
匹ともしぐれちゃんのパソコンとか携帯電話でカシオさんの名前を必死に検索したりしてね。2匹とも素直じゃないからね、年長者の割に。私もいざとなったらしぐれ様の代わりに自分の足で探すつもりだったけど。
Cinnamon, coconut, I'm sorry to have you worried, you guys, too. It won't happen again, so please, cut me some slack. I lowered my head toward Cinnamon and Coconut. And just like that, all the cat girls in my family were assembled. I appreciate the warmth of having my family here right now.
お父様の耳には入らないようにしておきますので、ご安心ください。
I appreciate it. You've been through a lot too. Sorry.
そんなことは何も。私はいつでも兄様を見てきましたし、これからも応援していますから。
She wrapped her small hands around my hand. She didn't say anything about me slipping out without telling anyone. She simply just forgave me. Even my little sister seems to have grown up as well. Flawless at that.
でも、お母様は兄様のことをとても心配していらっしゃいますよ。落ち着いたら一方だけでも連絡をしてあげたら安心すると思います。
Alright, I'll do that.
はい。では、約束の指切りです。
We linked our pinky fingers together. When we were little, we always made promises with a pinky swear. Shigure smiled like a mischievous child once he'd done this. It was rather cute.
でも、兄様にソフトな言葉攻めも少し期待はしていたのですが。
My wonderful little sister is so spoiled. Well, even so, she's still my little sister. Things always seem to go this way between us, so we didn't mind.
でも、本当に立派で素敵なお店ですね。もう、兄様が隠れてケーキ作りをしなくても良いのだと思うと。
You and the cat girls have been helping to destroy all the evidence, though.
家の和菓子も好きですけども、兄様のケーキは世界で一番ですから、これでもう本当に兄様が家には戻らないと思うと、でもきっとこのお店もたくさんのお客様に愛していただけることでしょう。
She said that with a slightly troubled smile. Shigure, Chocola, and Vanilla said the same thing with the same smile. It would be nice if everything would go that smoothly. Just like before with Chocola and Vanilla, I rubbed their head and said the same thing I had told them.
私、洋菓子店の厨房は初めて拝見しました。やはり水無月家の和菓子の厨房とは置いてあるものが違うのですね。
Shigure seemed really intrigued as she looked around the mixers, rollers, and the other tools in the kitchen. There was a lot of similar equipment, of course, but there were many differences.
こちらでケーキをお作りになるのですね。和装の兄様も垂涎者でしたが、パティシエバージョンも女心にキュンキュンくるものがあります。許されることであればライブカメラを設置して兄様のお姿を24時間めでられるようにしたい。
Aren't you a bit obsessed with your bigger brother? There's no way I'd be okay with that. Not that there was any way I'd be there baking for 24 hours straight. As usual, my little sister said some pretty questionable
でも
things.
ショコラもバニラも元気そうで安心しました。兄様ならきっと受け入れてくれると疑っておりませんでしたが。
Shigure took the book on raising cat girls that had been left in the kitchen and giggled. I'm just learning, so there's still lots of stuff I don't understand. Once I read the book, I realized once again that my family's cat girls were particularly excellent. Apparently, the fact that they were fluent in our language and able to live comfortably with humans made them quite exceptional. The more I read, the more I realized how much of an education freak you are, and just how well you raised them.
厳しいしつけも愛情あってこそですから、猫たち自身のためにも。
She spoke like a mother, closing her eyes and tapping her chest proudly. Although she was young, I could see that she was reliable and confident enough to raise 6 cat girls. Seeing that unexpected side of Shigure made me proud to be her older brother. I will take responsibility and act as a good owner.
はい、しぐれは兄様のことは何一つ疑っておりませんから。でもお店で働かせるのならちゃんと資格を取らせないとですね。
Qualifications? Are you talking about cooking certification?
違いますよ兄様。そうではなくてですね。猫を単独行動させたり従業員として扱うには対象の猫に単独行動許可証という資格が必要なのです。許可証なく外を歩いたりしたらば猫は警察に補導されてしまいますから。それに許可証なく従業員としては使えません。無料のお手伝い程度ならまた別の話なのですが。
A permit? But our family's cat girls have never had one of those when they leave home, right? I tried to remember the times when our family's cat girls went out while under Shigure's watch. I really didn't recall seeing any sorts of permits.
ちゃんと全員いつでも持っていましたよ。では兄様、どうぞこちらへ。
At Shigure's urging, we stepped out of the kitchen. Wow, so the bell is their permit.
まあ、猫として鈴くらいは持ってないとね。
Mm-hmm.
自由に外も歩けないなんて不便でしょうがないし。あたしらは猫の中でも選ばれし猫ってわけよ。そんじょそこらの猫とは違えってわけだ。一応合格割合は10匹に1匹くらいって、ゴリゴリってくらい勉強も大変でしたよ。しぐれ様の猫なのに鈴持ちでないなんて。 それはご主人様に恥をかかせてしまうことだからね。
Everyone proudly shook their bells. I never knew the bell had that sort of a meaning. I thought it was just Shigeru's preference.
猫の身分証明書代わりになりますし、これがあると何かと便利なのですよ。
We'll end this episode in here. I was trying to find a good place to stop, but it's fluently going on, so I will cut this episode in here. I thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all of the love and support, and I really like the new cat girls. I really like how much work they put on illustrating the characters. It's superb. Yes, I love it. It's way too cute and everything. But I thank you guys for watching. Bye bye! Sis.
Because my love's not big